Good evening and welcome to Barton Colosseum in Little Rock, Arkansas. I'm Tim Frakes along with John Thompsen and James Kiggins to bring you the NAIA District 17 basketball playoffs, where tonight the Harding Bisons will take on the SAU Mule Riders. John, you had a chance to talk with Bison head coach Jess Busey.
That's right. Coach Busey and the Bisons are very loose. Coach Busey feels like the Bisons have peaked at the right time. They feel very confident about this game. The one major key, Coach Busey said to the game, boards. SAU has good jumpers, good quickness, and Coach Busey said the key to the game was the Bisons must control the boards. As you can see right now, the Bisons have really good crowd support tonight. They're fired up, they're ready to go, so it should be a good game, Tim.
All right, James, you had a chance to talk with SAU head coach Monroe Ingram about tonight's matchup.
That's right, Tim. First of all, Coach Ingram did say that they do have to play tough defense. They got to play aggressive defense, and he thinks that defense is the key since SAU is ranked nationally in the NAIA, currently 5th, I think, giving up 55 points per game only on the defensive end. So he thinks that defense is the key, and he feels that if Harding will allow them to get into a running game, then SAU should come out the victor.
All right, we are moments away from tip-off here in Barton Colosseum. The Bisons indeed do have a good crowd on hand. A lot of folks have come down from the Searcy area to support the Bisons. We're going to be back in just a minute to bring you the lineups for tonight's game. Good evening and welcome back to Barton Colosseum in Little Rock, Arkansas, where tonight the Harding Bisons are going to take on the Southern Arkansas University Mule Riders. The Bisons again definitely have a home court advantage in the fact they outnumber the opponent fan by at least 2-1. A big crowd has come down from Searcy to root the Bisons on to a win over SAU. The Bisons have lost to Southern Arkansas twice already this year. They're going to try to break that streak and make it 2-1. The starting lineups for tonight's game for the Southern Arkansas University Mule Riders. Number 12, Curtis Hildreth, a guard, 5'11" junior out of Magnolia. Number 20, James Sellers. He's a guard, 6'2". He's a junior out of Hamburg. Number 24, Gerald Merrick, a 6'1" guard. He's a junior out of Blevins. And Marlon Perry, he's a star, forward, 6'4", junior out of Wilmar. And the big man, Fred Witherspoon, he's a forward center, a junior out of Pine Bluff. Witherspoon is 6 feet 5 inches tall, has been doing a good job on Alan Gibbons, the Bison's big man. For the Harding University Bisons tonight, the starting lineups: number 45, Kenny Collins. He's a forward, 6'5", sophomore out of Valley Springs. Alan Gibbons, the big man, 6'9", senior out of North Little Rock. Rich Foster, he's a forward, 6'5", junior out of Festus, Missouri. And Dwight Weaver, 6 foot 2 1/4", junior out of Wheatley, Arkansas. There you have it. We're moments away. We're about 3 minutes away, rather, from the start of tonight's game. Fellas, what kind of impact is this home crowd advantage going to have for the Bisons tonight?
Well, once again, Tim, like you said, the Bisons do have sort of like a home court advantage, although they are playing here in Little Rock. The same thing occurred the other last Thursday night in Hendricks. Harding had more fans there than Hendricks College did, and Harding played extremely well, probably the best outing of the year thus far. And so I've seen Harding as they came through the line for their warm-ups and everything. They looked very excited and very pumped up. So look for the Bisons to play a very excellent game tonight against Southern Arkansas.
John, I know, and James, we talked earlier in the night. One of the tough things about playing here in Barton Colosseum is the fact that it's so open. There's no walls behind the basket, and a lot of the gyms in the Arkansas Intercollegiate Conference are small, and you get a closed-in feeling. Well, tonight in Barton, it's very, very open, and it could make it tough on a good shooting team like SAU.
That's right. Coach Busey said SAU had plenty of good outside shooters. Hildreth and Merrick, just to name a few. Sellers also, and with no backdrop behind the basket, that could play an important role in the game. I'm sure though, once both teams settle down and get the jitters out, that they'll start shooting like they normally do. Tim, I'll tell you right now, this Harding crowd is phenomenal. I mean, if it's up to Harding crowd right now, the Bisons have already won this game.
We are ready for the tip-off. Both teams out on the court. As Floyd Smith, the Bison's senior guard, put it, stomping on the hog.
might think we're here watching a Little Rock game, or watching a Razorback game.
Tim and John Town, look for the opening about the first couple of minutes of this game to be both teams to be very tight because like you said, it's an open gym and it's like shooting outdoors more than it is shooting indoors. So watch both teams be very cold.
Fred Witherspoon and Alan Gibbons up, and the Bisons control. Kenny Collins. Gibbons 6'9", Witherspoon 6'5". Gibbons comes down with it. Floyd Smith sets up the offense. Fires over to Foster. Whistle. And a foul immediately called on Marlon Perry, the 6'4" junior out of Wilmore. He's a smooth shooter, a great leaper, a fine all-around athlete.
And it would be very good for the Bisons to get Marlon Perry in early foul trouble because he's the leader of this SAU team, Tim.
Floyd Smith fires over to Dwight Weaver. Collins has it tipped away. Gibbons controls to Floyd. It's Foster. No good. SIU controls. Gerald Merrick came down with a rebound.
But the Bisons, Tim, open up in their basic tough man-to-man defense as they have been all year long.
Gerald Merrick drives, keeps it himself, scores the first 2 points of the ball game. Here's Collins, has it slapped. Foster recovers. Back out on top to Floyd Smith. Floyd, if you can believe it, got a haircut. Weaver, no good. Floyd recovers. Gives to Foster baseline. It's no good. The Bisons are cold. Alan Gibbons on the follow-through.
Tim, I don't think the Bisons are cold. I think it's just a lack of a backdrop back there affecting their shooting. They're having a hard time judging their shots.